Hello, Flickers. Welcome to your Earth astrology reading for the month of April. I am using the clarifying life situations for the overall theme for your reading. And then I had a pretty good response to the Crow spread last month. So we are going to be using the Crow Tarot again for the initial spread for the Crow spread, and then I will clarify with the 1909 tarot. So let's see what's going on for the flickers for the month of April. Okay, so we have the Resurrection card. So this says, shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself, and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I love this. Uh, right? I love this. This is like a rebirth. Almost like if I had to compare it to a tarot card, this would be like the Judgment card, right? So, a huge awakening, a huge rebirth for the flickers this month. Then we go to your heart energy. And it's very interesting here. In your heart energy, we have the Three of Swords. And again, the Three of Swords is all about forgiveness. So forgiveness is on your heart right now. And again, this could be you forgiving yourself. It could be forgiving somebody else. But either way, I feel this is part of what that resurrection card was saying. You need to shake off the past. You need to forgive what happened and then rise again. But let's clarify the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords, we have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is a card of carrying heavy burdens. So I feel like holding on to, whatever the situation that you need to forgive, holding on to the anger, holding on to the hurt, holding on to the sadness. This has really been quite burdensome for the flickers. But again, the Ten of Wands is a card, tens are endings in the tarot. So like this is coming to an end. The burdens are coming to an end, flickers. But the burdens will come to an end when you experience that forgiveness. Next, we go to your current energy. And so this is the energy that is surrounding you to create the current mood that you are in. And here we have the Ten of Swords. So this is a card of something being dead, done, and over with. And again, whatever this is that you need to forgive, flickers. Again, this is something very much from the past. And again, I don't mean to call you out or whatever, but you need to let it go. You really do need to let it go. Whatever this ending was, again, I often say that the Ten of Swords is a blessing in disguise. So whatever this ending was, it really was a blessing for you. So you just need to let it go. But let's clarify the Ten of Swords. So with the Ten of Swords, we have the Ten of Swords. So anytime I have a clarifier come up as the same card that we are clarifying, this is Spirit saying I meant what I said. So yes, you do need to, flickers, it's so important for you to let go of the past right now. Anything that has ended for you was meant to end. These endings are blessings, so allow them to end. Next, we go to the area of your crossing energy. And this is the energy that can support you or it can also hinder you, right? So this can help or it can hinder. And here you have the Two of Cups. So first of all, the Two of Cups is the best card in the deck for love. So again, this could be, Spirit's way of saying like flickers, you need to open yourselves up to love again with that crossing energy. The Two of Cups is also a card, though, of communication and connecting with your higher self. And I really do feel like this needs to happen. You do need to connect with your higher self. You need to be talking to yourself with a lot of love right now. So I would be careful how you are communicating with yourself, flickers. You want to be talking, like I said, very kindly, very compassionately to yourself, especially if you are forgiving yourself or somebody else for something. Just watch how you are communicating things. With the Two of Cups, we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is a card of, it can be a card of lying, cheating, and stealing, which is definitely something that perhaps some of the flickers have dealt with in the past, especially in the area of love. But the Seven of Swords is also a card of tactics. Right. So it's kind of saying that you need to go about love a little bit differently. You need to change your tactics. And again, the Two of Cups is love and communication. So you also may need to try a new tactic. If you've been trying to communicate something and it's not been working out for you, you may have to change how it is that you are trying to communicate. Next, we go to the area of your hopes and fears. And here we have the Six of Cups. Okay. So the Six of Cups, this is a card of nostalgia. Okay. It's a card of, you know, childlike energy, childlike wonder. It can also represent the need to connect with your inner child. Um, and perhaps, like you said, I said, you had that Three of Swords, that forgiveness. Perhaps this forgiveness is something that needs to go back to childhood. Perhaps there was something that you did or you didn't do when you were very young that you need to forgive yourself for. Um, yeah, and again, I really do feel like forgiving yourself, Flickers, is going to lead to a lot more um, happiness for you. And again, putting you in more of a place of power. But let's clarify the Six of Cups. So with the Six of Cups, we have the Six of Pentacles. So this is a card of balancing your resources. So again, there could be some fears around your resources right now. But again, I would say, especially with that Six of Cups, again, children don't necessarily tend to worry about those things. And I kind of feel like that is what Spirit is saying right now. It's like, there could be fears around your resources, around money right now, but Spirit is saying, don't worry about it. Okay. It's almost like it's saying like it will balance itself out. Um, but again, it's that energy of fear that you do not want to be sitting in right now. I kind of feel like there needs to be trust. Again, with that Six of Cups, children are very, very trusting, and I feel like you need to trust that your resources are going to balance themselves out. Next, we go to your grounding energy. And so this is the energy that is going to keep you centered and connected to the present this month. And here you have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is freeing yourself from self-imposed restrictions. And again, there's probably been some restrictions that the Flickers have put on themselves, especially carrying around that Three of Swords, right? Those swords in your heart. These were the things that have been restricting you. But again, I really do feel like you are freeing yourself. So as long as you continue to be freeing yourself from these restrictions, this is going to keep you centered. Yeah, let's stop there for now, and then we will clarify the Eight of Swords. So with the Eight of Swords, we have the Hierophant. So this is a card of being on a spiritual search. It's a card of values. And again, beliefs, values, these things are all intertwined with each other. And one of the things that the Hierophant can kind of warn about is like try not to stick too rigidly to certain doctrine or certain belief systems. I kind of feel like they're perhaps with this Hierophant and the Eight of Swords. Um, Again, there's some sort of belief or value that you have attached to something, and I feel like Spirit is saying like you need to detach from this. You need to free yourself with the Eight of Swords, and I feel like you need to allow your beliefs to expand a little bit. So next, we go to the area of lessons from the past. And here we have the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is a card of alchemy. It's a card of turning one thing into another. And I feel like, again, you had that resurrection card as well, very much um, phoenix energy, right? Like it said, rising up from the ashes. And I feel like that is what the flickers are, this is what the flickers are doing. So use, um, these past hurts, these past, um, the past anger that you have experienced. And Spirit is asking you to transmute that energy, transmute it into something beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, turn the pain into pleasure. Right. And I would say like this can also be like following your life path. And I do feel that again, transmuting that past energy into something beautiful is really what Spirit is saying here. But let's clarify the Temperance card. So with the Temperance card, we have that Six of Cups again. Okay, so again, it is really, really important to look to the past right now. But again, don't look to the past as in, drudging up the past. Look to the past for lessons, for reminders, for advice. You know what I mean? And again, go back to your um, younger years and what you would have done, how you would have taken a bad situation and changed it into something else. Again, sometimes this can mean simply bringing humor into a situation and taking a tense situation and making it lighter, right? So again, I feel like Spirit is really asking you to transmute this energy, this negative energy into something wondrous and beautiful. All right, next we go to external forces. So this is energy that can enter without invitation. And here you have it, the Ace of Wands. I would say of all energy that could enter without invitation, the Ace of Wands would be a great energy to have. It is all about inspired, passionate growth. And again, you are rising up from those ashes. If you let go of the past, there is a wonderful, passionate new beginning that is waiting for you just around the corner. But all you have to do is again fan that flame, grow that fire. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands, we have the Ace of Cups. So again, anybody who has been watching me for a while, and actually I missed it earlier. You had the two sixes and now you have two aces. Okay, so two sixes, two aces. I mean, really, this is a yes to any question that I have not answered for you. And, it also indicates a lot of success and victory coming in for the flickers. And the Ace of Cups in particular is your emotions overflowing. It is happiness, it is joy, it is togetherness, it is that connection with spirit and yourself. And again, I feel like this is what the flickers are moving towards. You really are moving towards your own happiness. But again, you really do have to shake off the past. You have to let the past go in order to experience this success, this victory, your emotions overflowing. And finally, we come to the outcome card, and here you have the Eight of Wands, which is a card of gusto, speed, and momentum. And again, I really do feel like if you can shake off the past and allow yourself to rise up from these ashes, like I said, you had that Ace of Wands, which is a period of growth. And the Eight of Wands would say that this period of growth, like things are going to happen. The momentum is going to be like things are going to happen quickly for the flickers because again I feel like the holding on to the past, holding on, like I said, that Three of Swords energy, this has been keeping you stuck, that it has been keeping you from moving forward. So again, shake off that past, experience that forgiveness, and again, this new beginning is going to come in and it is going to happen very, very quickly. But let's clarify the Eight of Wands. So with the Eight of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So a change of luck, and again, I kind of feel like Yeah, I feel like the Flickers are in need of some good luck right now. But again, if you want that good luck, you have to take control of that wheel, which again means letting go of the past. So, great reading. I hope that was helpful for you this month, Flickers. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that wonderful YouTube stuff. It does really help the channel, and I truly do appreciate it. You can also find me on Facebook at Rising Hawk Tarot and Spiritual Group. I do daily readings Monday to Friday, and I also offer personal readings for those who are interested, which you can reach me through Facebook. So have a great month, everybody. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.